Hi there, my name's Helen and I want to help you build a better website. In this video, I'm going to show you how I help one of my clients triple the amount of website traffic that she receives with just a few simple steps, most of which she actually made herself. If you've ever tried to learn about SEO in the past, you may have come across some expensive software, complicated Excel sheets, and you probably came away from the experience really overwhelmed and about to pay loads of money to a fancy developer to help do it for you. But before you do, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to help you break down the complicated world of SEO into 12 simple steps. The best of all, you can carry out yourself, so your website has the best chance of being found by the people that need you most. If you're a small business owner, you probably don't have the time to learn about SEO. You just want the actionable steps that will help you rank on the first page of Google. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to start with the 6 essential steps that you must carry out first. And then we'll move on to the second 6 steps, which will help supercharge your website's SEO performance. So let's jump into the video. Number 1 then. Without this, everything else in this video is absolutely pointless. To understand this, let's imagine that your business and your website answers a question that your potential customer is asking. So depending on what your business is, it might be best plumbing services in Tralee, online nutritionist in Glasgow. So that's the answer. We need to think about what the question is that's being asked. So what is someone actually typing into Google? Let's say, for example, I need a nutritionist that will work with me virtually online. So that's the question that's being asked. For the plumber example, they might say, closest plumber to me, best plumber to me, best plumber in my area, etc. So those are the questions that are being asked. So now let's, instead of saying question, let's use the word keyword. So these are the keywords that people are typing into their search engine that we want to appear as the answer for. You must understand what keywords your website wants to rank for. Let's take another example. Let's say you're a feng shui consultant and you help people create harmony in their surroundings using this ancient method. If you provide this service in your local town, then your keyword may well be feng shui and insert your nearest town. If you work virtually with someone online, your keyword would be feng shui virtually or online, and you can target both keywords. So hopefully you understand what a keyword is. Step 2 then is using what we've learned from step 1. We now know what our keywords want to be. We need to make sure that we're using our keywords throughout our content. And our content is the headers on our website, the paragraphs, any of the wording, literally anywhere on your website that it makes sense. I have seen websites from other people that I have looked at, and I've known what they did because they told me. But do you think I could actually find the words describing what they were on the website? So just looking back to our feng shui consultant, let's say she wants to target the keyword feng shui and her local surrounding towns. So she needs to make sure that she includes that exact word, feng shui, in, say, her nearest town. Let's say Killarney. So feng shui Killarney. She needs to make sure that that is in a title and a subtitle and throughout the content where it makes sense. And this is going to help anyone that visits your website know exactly what you do, but it also reinforces to Google and other search engines that this is what you do. And now, before we go any further, I really want to ask for your help. I've got, in the time of this video, around 200 subscribers, which I'm really happy with, but I really want to make a push and try and get 500 subscribers. If you find value in my video or any of my other videos at all, then please consider subscribing and hit the little thumbs up button. That would be great. Thanks a lot. Now on to the next step. This next step is so easy. At least it is if you build websites the way I say you should. If you didn't use one of my tutorials to build your website, then listen up, because this is a key factor in your website appearing on Google. So next step is to make sure you have an SSL certificate installed on your website. And this basically means that your website is now working over a secure connection, and no one's data or information is being lost in the transfer of the data from one computer to the next. It's really easy to check if you have an SSL certificate installed. Just go to your website and look at the area beside your website URL. You'll find it up at the top. When you hover over this, you'll see View Site Information. When you click on this, you will see if you have a secure connection or not. And if your website doesn't have a SSL certificate installed, then I'd advise the first port of call is going to your website host. They may be able to help you with this. They may be able to sell you an SSL certificate and help you install it. If you have access and are a little bit more tech-minded, you can go to your cPanel of your website and install a SSL certificate yourself. And I'm going to link to a video that will show you how to do just that. If any of this is going straight over your head, then remember that Google is your friend. Type into Google or another search engine how to install an SSL certificate on whatever website manager that you're using. But like I said, your website host should be able to help you out with this if you need. Need any more help? Just drop me a comment below and I'll see if I can help. Let's go on to step 3 then. This step you don't need to understand. The important thing is that you make these small couple of changes. You don't need to understand how it really works in the back end. That's why I'm not going to elaborate really on what a meta title and description is. All you need to know is it's what appears on the search engine within Google when your website appears in the search results. So you're going to have the website name, the page title, and a description there. We want to make sure that people are enticed to click on your website, not the other listings that are there. How do we do this then? And I'm going to show you how you can do this using WordPress and Yoast SEO. Again, if you're not using WordPress and you're using another website creation tool, then Google how to change my meta title and description. So for a WordPress website, you want to make sure you have a plugin called Yoast SEO installed on your computer. Then on the page for each of your websites, you're going to have a new section that will show where you can put your meta title and description. And the plugin is quite good at prompting you as to what to actually put in here. But just remember, you want to entice people into clicking on your website. So make it clear what you do and why they should pick you over your competitors. Okay, that's all done. Let's jump to step 4. So you know when you go to a party and you see this cute guy or girl across the room and they don't notice you, but you would like to go and have a chat with them. You're interested in getting to know them, but you don't know them. You've never met. So you're not just going to walk straight up to them. You might say to your friend, "Oh, would you mind introducing me to your friend over there? I'd really like to get to know them more." So they bring you over, they introduce you, they say, "So-and-so, this is my friend Jane, and Jane, this is my friend so-and-so." And that can spark conversation. Now you know each other, now you can communicate. So the next step is like doing that. It's like an introduction. So you want to introduce your website to Google and you do that using Google Search Console. Google Search Console is a free platform that anyone can use. You can track your website's performance and, more importantly, you can submit your sitemaps to Google. By doing this, we're explicitly telling Google that your website exists and you wanted to show it to the relevant people. There is a little bit of a tech stuff here, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through exactly each step to take. First thing you need to do is you need to go to the Google Search Console website, and I'm going to leave a link to this in the description of this video. You need to grab the URL of the website that you want to add and you want to pop it in this spot here. So I'm going to do that, paste that in, click on continue, and Google Search Console wants to verify that we own this website. The method that we're going to use for verification purposes is this HTML tag. So we want to go here and we want to copy this link here. Then we need to go back to our website. This is our WordPress dashboard. We want to go to plugins, add plugin, search for headers, footers. We're going to use this plugin here, insert header and footers, install now, and we're going to activate. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to settings, and then you're going to see WP headers and footers. Click on that one. And this is where we're going to paste in our script. So just simply paste in that in there, and it needs to be in this header section. Go to Save Changes. Once that's saved, you can go back to Google Search Console and click on Verify. Now you have verified to Google Search Console that you own this website. So we can now go to Property. Next thing we want to do is we want to go to Sitemaps. We're going to just submit a sitemap that gets Google started indexing our
website. For that, we're going to need another plugin. For this, we're going to need Yoast SEO. That's not spelled right. Once we have this plugin downloaded and activated, go to where it says Yoast SEO on the side here. We're going to go to, it might not be tools, probably going to be settings. Let's see. Yeah. And in this search section here, we're going to go to sitemaps. So we're going to view the XML sitemap. And these are the sitemaps that we are going to submit to Google Search Console. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to copy this one. We don't need the whole thing. We just need this section and submit. Doing these couple of steps will ensure that Google knows that your website exists.
All done with Google Search Console? Great. Let's move on to step 5 then. If you don't complete this step, it's like loading your website up with big, heavy boulders and expecting it to run like a cheetah. It's just not going to work. Your website's going to be moving at more the speed of a sloth, and that's not what we want. One way in order to do this is we can optimize our images. And there's a number of ways we can do this. We can compress them, we can resize them, we can convert them to WebP format. And for the sake of simplicity, what I'm going to say is you use a plugin to do that. And there's a plugin called Imagify. And it's a free plugin that you can use that will do all of this hard work for you. There is also a host that I recommend using, and I use it for all my websites, called SiteGround. And they also have a free tool that you can use to take care of all of this stuff as well. I'll link in the description below where you can get a link to SiteGround. One other note on optimizing our images is our alt tags. So we're going to jump back to where we got our keywords before. And the alt tag is basically what appears. Say if for some reason your website doesn't load, or there's someone using your website that has a vision impairment, there's something there that tells them what image is appearing, and that is in your alt tag. Your alt tag also reinforces to Google what the information is contained in that image. So if we're including our keywords in our alt tags, that's a little bit more of an SEO boost for our website. Now, jumping on to step 6. So let's imagine you're working at a new location today. You've been working all morning and it's coming up to midday and your tummy starts to rumble. You think, oh, I'd love to get some lunch, but I don't know where I am. I don't know where the nice spots, the nice cafes are. So you take out your phone and you do a quick Google. You search nearest, nicest sandwich shop to me. And Google will conveniently bring up all of the search results in the area around yourself. So you can now find all the places in the surrounding area that do great sandwiches and a great cup of coffee. So that sandwich shop has gained a customer and you've got a great lunch. So we've basically created a link between the customer and someone providing the service. And that's what we want to do as well. And we do this by creating a Google profile. So you basically want to make sure you have a Google account and follow the relevant links that will help you create your profile with Google. Once you've done that, your next step is to start getting some reviews. And whenever you have a customer, you send them one simple link. All they need to do is click the link and leave you, hopefully, a 5-star review. Build up more and more of these. And this is a great sign to Google that you're a authoritative, great business to recommend to more customers. Now we're moving on to the juicy stuff. Stop here. Make sure you have the previous 6 steps completed because they're the most important. They're where you'll get the most bang for your buck. Now we're going to move on to the next 6 steps, And these are things that you can work on for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, continuously improve that SEO performance of your website.